Hey everybody, hi Twitch, and hi YouTube for the first time. We are now streaming on Twitch and YouTube simultaneously. Today we're playing City Skylines. We're about to go live. For those on Twitch that have watched me before, we're still working on the same city we've been working on now for a little bit over a week. Great Lakes City. For those who don't know, give me 1 second, just trying to get the volume of this down. For those who don't know, we are in the process of making a American suburb slash exurb slash soon to be urban area called Great Lakes City, which is pretty much, like I said, American, a lot of parking lots, suburbs, things along those lines. And so without further ado, let's go ahead and get the show started. Hi everybody. I am Muha Esquire. I am Big Moo. Michael. Some people might know me as Michael. So, hello. Hi everybody. So we are here at Great Lakes City. This is a city with a population of about 42,000. Just to show you folks what we've got going on here. We have, first let's talk about where we started. So we started in the neighborhood of Summit Heights. So Summit Heights is mostly condominiums, some and commercial. No real suburban development here. This is primarily just condos and, like I said, a lot of commercial development. We've got, as you can see, I've got some pretty rough FPS. I need to upgrade my RAM on my computer here. It's going to be pretty tough to run this moving forward just because of the of what's been going on. What I've got going on here, I've got quite a bit. So what we have here is we have a mall. We have some strip mall type stuff going on here, including like Kohl's, Dick's, Michael's, Lowe's, Target. We have a mall here. We also have an indoor slash outdoor blow up sports park here, and Bed Bath and Beyond, and we also have a bunch of condos and again some more strip malls over here. Then the next area that we built up was over here, and this neighborhood is known as Riverside. This is mostly suburban area with some commercial development corridors. We also have a running train set up in between. That leads us to our industrial area and our sewage plant, as well as, pretty much our utility center just in general. We have water, we have power, we also have garbage and sewer all right here in this general area. We have industry right over here. Across Alder Lake, we have the town of Alder Lake, small town, fishing town. And then we also have the nearby quarry known as Great Lakes City Slag. Over here, this will be our future farm area. We just haven't gotten to that point yet. And then here we have the amusement park known as Beckywood in honor of my wife and our recent trip to Dollywood that we took earlier this year. As you can see, there's a lot of trees, and some of them are in the middle of parking lots. One reason why that is that every time I load up the city, I have essentially anarchy on, and Even though I didn't put those trees there, the trees are still there. So basically what I do is I just delete them all, and then I do a forest brush, which then basically just keeps them off of the area in which I want them to. So it stinks. I haven't really figured out an alternative to that, but we're working on it. The last area that I worked on, and that's right over here, I worked on the airport. So this is the Great Lakes International Airport, cargo airport over here. We have a smaller hub with small planes over here, and then we have our large airport over here. Inside the two major highways that take us in and out of our airport, we have our over here we have the airline building. We also have a luxury hotel, another hotel I downloaded from the workshop, our aviation museum, and then we also have a parking garage for short-term parking, police and fire, and our long-term parking lots over here, plus a bus station. To the I think this is to the east of, I think so, we have the town or the neighborhood known as Plainview. It was named Plainview after Plainview Park. I got this idea from a park that's located in New York City, which I believe it's Queens, which is really close to LaGuardia Airport. I saw that, was like, oh, that's a really cool name for a park. And so I named the park that, and I named the neighborhood that. This neighborhood is traditional commercial development, similar to that of the township of Moon Township, which is located just outside of the Pittsburgh International Airport. Similar in the sense that it's got a lot of commercial development, like Target and big box stores, condominiums, but also some suburban homes. You can see the same thing over here. A lot of condos over here and suburban homes over here, that are abutting the high school and whatnot. Over here, we also have a large distribution center operation that's linked with some rail setup over here. So we have quite a bit of a large facility, or I shouldn't say facility, but a large area. This over here is Terry Muha Memorial Boulevard in honor of my dad, who was a car salesman. And so we named it the Car Dealers Row. We named the Car Dealers Row after him. I need to, again, this is anarchy gone awry. For some reason, these trees are just popping up everywhere when I don't want them on. There we go. So, yeah, so that's basically kind of what we got going on right now. And I think today we're not going to play for too long. I don't think today. At least City Skylines, we're not going to play that long. Yeah, this is kind of where we're at right now with this setup here. I think today what we're going to try to do is start the design of our downtown area. So we have 41,000 people. We definitely need more. The demand is high for residential use. We have, get this out of the way here, we have unemployment of 1%, but we have 23,000 jobs available. That's typically done with my city, because with my cities, I usually like to put in a lot of commercial development that looks like traditional American commercial development. And the game's numbers are usually thrown off pretty significantly in terms of population. So even with realistic population, I don't think it's that realistic. So, I mean, a town like this should probably be somewhere in the 80 to 90,000 population. I would, my personal opinion. But nonetheless, this is where we're at right now. We worked on this part of the highway a few days ago, but we really didn't do anything much with it because we were focusing our attention on Plainview. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to finish this sunken highway today. Basically, kind of where my thought is leading this sunken highway straight for a period of time, having it curve over and having it continue down this way, and eventually linking up with this highway right here. I think that that's probably our best bet as of right now. As you can see, I did start a little bit of work on the keys. I use keys as a good way of establishing a wall separating the sunken highway from the edges of the basically the exposed land. As you can see, we do have a little bit of it jutting out, so we want to adjust that right now. So, which I think that's all pretty good right there. So what we're going to do is let's finish putting in the key, at least for this area. And then let's go ahead and didn't want to do that. Okay. Now that we have that, let's try to okay, so we moved it a little too far. Let's try this again. And then we just have to I don't really want grass to be seen. Whoop. Again, if you're watching and you're able to, I'd appreciate a follow. We're trying to be an affiliate on Twitch and also trying to work our way. Like I said, we're streaming on YouTube for the first time right now, so that would be very helpful. I really appreciate you tuning in and watching me build this city. Like I said, frames per second's a little rough. I have 16 megabytes of RAM on my computer, but I definitely have way more than 16-bit megabytes worth of material either in this game or that I downloaded. Loading Screedmon takes a long time for me, and I'm a heavily modded player just for the simple fact that, one, I don't think the vanilla game has enough for me, and two, to me, if you're gonna build a city, you gotta build it right. And it's very tough with just vanilla. Vanilla doesn't even have this Move It mod that you can use to get things going. that's good for right now. Okay. So, oh, am I? Okay. So, to continue onward a little bit, basically what we are doing is we're building a sunken highway. So how do you build a sunken highway? Well, the best way to build a sunken highway is to have network multi-tool. I think it's network multi-tool, where you can do parallel roads. And then what you do is you have the road be built alongside on what's called the ground stage. I think it's ground stage instead of normal. So what we do is we go to road here. Then we click, for us, we're going to click on straight because we're going to make it straight for right now and then eventually curve it. So we're going to look for highway, and we're going to look for it would be a two, how big of a highway is this? It's a 3-lane highway. So we're going to look for the 3-lane highway here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go down here, and there's a little network multi-tool, create parallel mode. I think that's what I did. Or maybe I just did it straight. No, I think I didn't do parallel mode. So we're just going to do straight. Okay. And then it's already at negative 26 feet because, because I had a negative 26 feet. But as you can see, it says ground here. So it says forces the ground to follow the elevation of the road. So if you don't click that, then it's going to try to build a tunnel. But because it's following the road, basically, it now looks like this. So what we're going to do is we're going to have this come out pretty far on a straight line. I'm thinking maybe right here. And then as a result, we're going to do the same thing over here. But then we are going to, we'll get to that in a minute, but we have to switch to one way. So that now what we're going to do, and this is where the difficulty is going to be. So we're going to go about, I think, 88 units. Let's see how this looks. That's actually not that bad. So we have to try to get it lined up to have it kind of go out that way. So 88 units up at 121, 8, 175. Okay. So this is going to be the difficulty. So what we're going to do is we're going to go up 88 units. This is, again, the difficulty here. And then we're going to do that. How did that work? That was actually pretty good. That's actually really good. It narrows down pretty significantly, and then it spreads out a little bit at the end. So what we're going to do is we are going to just take this, probably right about here. We're going to move it in, start to narrow that gap a little bit. We're not going to go too crazy with it. Then we're going to go back here. Just going to continue following this road, narrowing that space, and there we go. So we have that. All right, so we have the major part of the curve completely done. Now this part of the land here, I don't think I'm going to make it too crazy, urban development. Most of the urban development is probably going to be somewhere in this range right here, along the beach, maybe this area particularly, and probably right here. So I haven't, I'm not sure if I basically I'm going to continue the highway for a little bit longer, and then eventually I think what I want to do is get this sunken highway back up onto ground, and then convert that into a possibly a 3 or a 4 lane road and have it link up with this here. Or we could just essentially just continue the highway the whole way through. Let's continue the whole highway through, and then just to be safe. And then if I feel, well, I want to make some changes later, we can do that. So we're going to go back, click it here. We're at 26 feet. We're going to zoom out a little bit to kind of gather how we're going to do this angle. And let's just go ahead and click it. And I think we could probably get it in. Let's try it right here. 100. Yeah, let's go ahead and try it right there. And then this next one on this side, again, we'll zoom in. Nope, we're not connecting them. Let's click this. Click that. And how are we looking here? So the roads are together at a point, which is not good because that looks very terrible. So we are going to do a major readjustment. Don't want to get too close. I don't want to get too far away either. So what we're doing, all we're doing is separating separating the road here. All right, now there's something going on here, and I don't really care for it, and it looks like it's on a higher level. Again, we kind of want things to stay the same. We do not want one higher than the other. It just, that looks weird when we're already doing a sunken highway. So we're going to have to go back and do the shift click with the, so shift. Oh, we're not doing it. Let's back up here. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, it's so fickle. Let's try this again. Actually, let's try this instead. Oh. So we'll just do nodes. That's actually pretty good. There we go. Okay. Now we have more here. So what we're going to do is shift click and bring those down. Okay, so we need to they're different levels, so we're going to have to do this one by one. So first things first. And then we'll go back up here and do the same thing right here. And then we have to go right here and drop that down. And then we'll pull it in some. And here, we'll bring this down. Trying to make this sunken highway look the best we can make it. For some reason, there was a bit of a elevation difference when I built this. And I don't know what happened. There we go. Okay, I think that is pretty good. It's a little awkward. It's a little awkward, but we'll leave it. Okay, so we have this all set up right here. The sunken highway all the way across. So now let's go back and we'll put some more keys in. We're going to kind of want to keep the keys a little close to the road. I don't want them to be too too far away from the highway. Oop. Try that. And that. Okay. All right. So we're going to leave that there for now. We will focus on the rest of the keys here in a little bit, maybe later. Let's go ahead and link these, the edge of this highway up with the let's link up the rest of this up with that. So let's go ahead. Yeah, and again, we'll fix the one-way, two-way thing here in a minute. Perfect. Okay. So with that, we'll go back. Change this to be above ground so I can see. And let's go ahead and start flipping the road. So we're flipping the road. We're just continuing down the line here. Oops. Did I do that right? Okay, there we go. And there we go. Yep. So now we have a sunken highway, half keyed up. That connects. Oh. Now we have a sunken highway that's completely connected from one side of essentially another, one major highway to another. Looks good. Now we just need to finish the keying, and like I said, we'll do that later. Again, what we're aiming to do here is our major urban area, the major part of the city, essentially downtown, will be somewhere in this general vicinity. Probably from here over, it will be heavily urbanized, large skyscraper type buildings. I downloaded a lot of assets off Steam Workshop for that. And so we're going to get the ball rolling on that. Probably not today, but maybe we'll start the road grid out for that. My gut is telling me to put the port somewhere in this general range here. I think one thought I had was with this pinwheel roundabout that I downloaded from the workshop, this road would lead across over it would be essentially be an overpass. I highly doubt I want to put an actual interchange there. I think we're just going to keep it there and then have a port here, because it does have easy access to this this part of the interstate rather than this right here. We clearly need more people. I think one thing that we should probably look into is start putting in more houses, particularly I think in this range right here. I don't really want to put too much more over here, like I said, because we have the urban area, and we have to follow road hierarchy. We all should focus on a gradual increase in the size of buildings. You don't want to have small residential houses up next to skyscrapers. You want to have a kind of gradual increase as you get closer and closer to the center of your urban area. So I think what we're going to do is let's go ahead, and we have a train track that runs through here, and we also have a road that runs through here as well, that runs underneath this part of our highway. I think what we should probably do is look to probably putting in more suburban houses along this corridor and down in this general vicinity. So what we're going to do, let's go ahead and do that. So this road here, it is I think it's a 4-laner. Is that a 4-laner? Yeah, that's a 4-lane highway, or highway, what am I saying? So we're going to look for, maybe it's a 4, I think it's this right here. It's the 5-lane with a turning lane in the middle. We're going to go back up to normal height, and we're going to put that road, I think we're going to finish that road right here. This road we're going to finish right here, and then this road we're going to finish right up a little bit further, maybe like right, well, maybe we'll just do it the same length right here. Okay. Want to keep, again, road hierarchy. So a lot of these houses here are going to have the red brick suburban streets. So we're going to go ahead and start doing that right now. So we'll go to 2 units, this 2-lane brick street, and we're going to do a little bit of a road grid right here. So we're going to do this, boom, 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 boom. We'll leave that. And I think what we're going to do, we're going to close off these roads right here. I think I probably will put an overpass at some point.
Do you want this, babe?
If you're done, yeah,
Yeah,
I'll go ahead and take it.
I don't know, where did you have it plugged in at?
Right there. Thanks.
Alright, can you put Reno on in the bedroom for me?
Yes, I can. All right. Here, can you hear me better? There we go. Okay. Give me 1 second.
What is this open letter that Bobby Phillison?
That's it? Hey, Beck, you have to turn on the TV in the bedroom, and then I'll put it on.
Okay. Did you read that?
I have not. I'm looking at it right now. Here you go, babe. Where did she... Okay, I'll read it. I read some of it. It sounds like they're basically saying they don't want it taught in Grove City College, which is not surprising because it's Grove City College, but yeah, it's not surprising. I mean, they won't, the government won't give student aid to their kids because they don't follow rules on diversity and whatnot. So is it really much of a surprise with that? No. Okay. So we're going to continue with our connections here. Again, we're making a road grid primarily because this is what we're talking about here is suburban. Well, really, at this point, it's almost urban because we're so close to everything, and we're getting, closer to the highway. Oh. I mean, I like to think University Town, meaning this particular part of my city, is similar to like in Erie, Pennsylvania, where they have a bunch of universities within the town, and they use like essentially a road grid. Like East 5th Street, East 8th Street, stuff like that. So what we're doing here is we're just connecting up. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and connect those up. And I think what we're going to do here, let's do it right here, kind of in the middle. And then maybe even right here. So we're going to put a little bit of parks right here. And I think that would be appropriate to get that going. I think I'm going to do an overpass here. And I think I'm going to do an overpass here. This actually looks really wonky. I don't understand what the deal is there. It's a little weird. And let's bring it up right underneath in the middle. Oh, that's not gonna work because I didn't click off the ground. So we're gonna go back to 4, or no, this is 4 units, 5 lanes. We're gonna jack the height up, not too high because it doesn't have to be, since it's a sunken highway. We're gonna throw it right here, throw it across, and then we're gonna bring it right back down. You got it. Alright, so what we'll do is connect them right up there. There we go. So essentially we have the overpass here. We're going to put another overpass over here. We're not going to do an exit, I don't think. I've already built the key. I don't want to screw around with that. Most of the exit was probably going to be somewhere over here, which is again why I'm not building a key there. One of the reasons why. I'm just going to leave that go for now. Okay. So let's water up. Let's get some water. I was going to say let's waterize this. Boom. Boom. I like to try to keep it as much as I can with it under the roads, because that's typically how it goes. Sometimes you can't avoid that. So boom, boom, boom. My pen. And then we'll go ahead and throw one right here. All right. So we have we have the water taken care of. So now let's go ahead and we are going to, I don't think I'm going to build any parks per se, other than just, I'm not going to do it like I did with this park here. I think we're just going to drop some park elements. So, nose is itchy today. So, primarily what does that mean? Well, I think our first thought is putting in, let's see here, how big is the large park with trees? That's actually not that bad. Let's do that. Large playground. A large playground. And then we'll put, actually, I think, well, let's put the botanical garden right here. And the Japanese garden. We'll put it right next to it. Dog park. I think a dog park, I always say dog parks are important. Why? Because I have a dog and he loves a dog park. Tropical garden. I think this should be like just a garden area. So let's just make a garden right here. And then lastly, how big is the small park? Put it right there. And then what we will do, path. One thing I love is the pavement path. I love the pavement path. So we'll just drag that out like this. Basically what it does is it essentially kind of binds everything together a little bit better. It shows that there's, I guess, continuity in design. And then lastly, what I want to do as I do that, just forest brush real quick. You set up the trees yourself and you just drag and drop it. Same with this. You go to path, click on that. And then this one's a little bit easier because what you can do is you could just go boop. You can do the boop, boop. Grab that, and then again, forest brush, boom. You got a park area now. All right, lastly, we need to zone everything. So what we're going to do here is we're going to do a large marquee zone. We're going to grab it right here. We're going to pull it down literally the whole way. Drop it. We're going to also do it right here too. Yeah, and then lastly, this is essentially a commercial corridor. We're going to keep it that way, at least right here. I don't know why I did this right here, so let's go ahead and then let's just build the overpass now. Say screw it. So we're going to do this, and we're going to go up. $33 feet across, drop it down to 1 foot, boom. There you go. Excuse me, sorry about that. Just sneezing like crazy. All right, so now we have the commercial area, and we have the residential area. Let's go ahead and we'll just rezone this green. I think that'll be fine. So yeah, so that's what we've got going on. So we needed the population, or we need the growth. Let's trying to think if we should do anything else while we're here. You know what? Let's go ahead and get this going right here. So we need to go back to the 2-unit road, 2-lane Brick Street, and then all we're gonna do is bring this down. Yep. Nope, I did not want to do that. I don't want it to be that close. You got it. All right. So next thing, we're just gonna seal these roads, I think. Finish them off. We'll follow the... There we go. Bring that down. Okay, and then what we're gonna do, boom, boom, oh, no, boom, boom, boom. I'm gonna cut that in half. We're gonna cut this in half. We'll leave this here. I think I might be able to do something park-wise, park-related with that. Boom, boom, and then I also like... All right. Okay, and then we'll bring this over here. Nope. Don't want to do that. Nope. Connect that up. Connect this up here. Always do that. Have a habit of doing that a lot. Alright. Kaboom. 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 Alright. There we go. A new grid. This is a very large grid. Again, we're going to put some parks here. Some park spaces. I think this general vicinity here. So let's go ahead and put a park with trees. Let's go ahead and put a large park, large playground, I should say, right there. Is this the path? Yep. So we'll just click on the pavement path, and we'll roll with it like that, and like that. We'll do that and that. There we go. We're good there. Let's put something right here in the middle. Boom, they're connected. All right, we need to put some water down. There's not a lot of water set up here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do this, do that, pull it down, and then we're just gonna drag this across, just like this. So So now this whole entire area is watered. This area here east of, or I don't, again, when you're spinning around the map as many times as you are, you don't really know what north is. But this part is zoned, this part is not. So we got to zone this part here. All right, click on this, drag this over here. Again, all we're doing is dragging that over here. All right. Next thing, I don't really think it's appropriate to have this zoned. Same with this. Let's change this. All right. So we have a ton of space that is going to be built up. Let's go ahead, full speed ahead, and let's see how it goes. So as you can see, we have some power issues here, but those will be taken care of fairly quickly, I would think. Only because the development they're all going to connect and it'll just all sync up perfectly. At least it should. Anyway, see something real quick. Okay, go ahead, back. Let the development come. Basically just sit it out and wait. Alright, so I'm waiting for this development to pop up. I do have it on real time, so it is going to be a little bit slower than usual. You can start to see things popping in here and there, and the demand is lowering because there's now more residential spaces available. So maybe what we'll do, we'll just leave this go for right now. Alright. I kind of want this to be developed because I want to wrap up the stream for tonight after an hour because I'm not feeling very well still from my, I don't know if I had acid reflux, a gas attack, if I had food poisoning earlier this week. And I would have streamed longer, but I had a pretty busy day today with work. I'm an attorney by trade, for those who don't know, and I was in and out of court all day today, and so I didn't get home, and I wasn't really available until about 4 o'clock today, and then I went out to dinner with my wife, although my wife wasn't feeling very well either, and then not COVID, just stomach issues really, and then we came home. That was about it. Well, this is taking its sweet old time, so Yeah, they're taking their sweet old time with this, so it's a little irritating. Basketball. They've lost 5 straight. My team's terrible. Basketball team's terrible. Baseball team, 3-3. Football team is not very good, 2-4. What is this swimming team? 1-5. They're not very good at all. And track and field is pulling in quite a bit of money. I'm a little surprised by that, but the university definitely needs some work in terms of. Oh, here we go. Yeah, we're gonna give it just 50,000 for a discovery. Whoop. Okay. Population is sure taking their good old time. Okay, well, I think we're going to leave it here. And we're going to finish for the day today. So tomorrow what we're probably going to do is we're going to finish maybe this side of this street right here and work our way toward the urban area. Put in a probably an exit here in this general vicinity that leads up to this Pinwheel roundabout. Maybe develop this piece of property right here. We really should develop that. Maybe here and here we can work on trying to get something going here. This over here next to the Hall of Fame district. We do have quite a bit of land, obviously, and this is 81 tiles, so really in theory we have all the time in the world, all the land in the world. But in order for us to really have some sort of large setup here, I need to get some more RAM. So that might be in the cards too for tomorrow. So with that, thank you for tuning into my stream. And YouTube, we'll be back. And Twitch, we're always here. So thanks again for the stream and checking us out. This is Muha Esquire, or Big Moo, signing off. Take care, folks. Have a good night.